Hey, boys and girls. We are fixing to start lesson 72, and I'm Miss Bragg. All right, if you will notice, we have 3 words in red. If you will echo these words after me: match, stitch, fetch. What sound do you hear in all of these words? CH. There are 3 letters making the CH sound. Look at these words and see if you can tell me what those letters are. We have TCH. How many of you knew that the letters TCH could make the CH sound? How many letters are in TCH? 3. Is TCH a digraph? Nope, it is not. Why? Because a digraph has only 2 letters. Does anyone know what TCH is called? Trigraph. We worked on that in lesson 71 when we did the IGH. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to code these words. Okay, so do you know how you would code a trigraph? We talked about this in the last lesson. Okay, we're going to underline them. So we're going to underline TCH in each word. All right, so now let's look at these words closely and go ahead and finish coding them. Ready? All right, so the first part is we've already underlined. There is a kind of a ghost letter in there that we don't really hear in the match, stitch, fetch. Do you know what letter it is? The T. So we're going to cross it out when we cross out the ghost letters. So we cross it out in each one. And then we're listening, and I hear a short vowel sound in each word. So let's do a breathe. Match, stitch, fetch. Okay? Very good. All right, so let's do a little bit of review on how we code words. Okay? I'm going to ask a question. You try to answer it before I tell you the answer. Are you ready? How do we code trigraphs? Hint, hint. The lesson we're doing now. What did we do? Underline them. How do we code ghost letters? Those are letters we don't hear. We cross them out. How do we code combinations and diphthongs? With arcs. How do we code a C that sounds like an S? Cedilla. How do we code digraphs? Underline them. How do we code C's that sound like K's? With K-backs. How do we code vowels that make a schwa sound, which is kind of a but it's an E? That's an example like the, T-H-E, the, upside down E. How do we code a final stable syllable? With a bracket. All right, so here's what we're going to do next. If you'll notice, in the bubble, I have written a sentence, okay? Let's read this together. We must do something fast, said the king to his knights. Okay, I have a question for you. What is this right here? You'll notice I've kind of pointed to 2 different things. This one's a little bit messed up over here, but what are those called? They're called quotation marks. What do quotation marks signal? What this means is they're the exact words that a character is speaking. Okay? How can you find out which character says the words in the quotation mark? A speaker tag. Right, the speaker tag tells who says the words in the quotation mark. So if you will notice, right after this quotation mark, it says, said the king. Okay, so who said something in this sentence? The king. Very good. What is this little mark right here? That's called a comma. What two things does a comma separate in a sentence that has quotation marks? It separates the speaker's exact words from the speaker tag right through here. Okay? So you're going to be seeing that more and more as you read stories that are assigned to you. Okay? All right. Here's what we're going to do next. I want you to pull out Lesson 72, the worksheet side, and get ready, and let's do one side together before you practice independently. All right, you should have this worksheet 72. Turn to this side right here, and let's work on this together. Here we go. If you'll echo the words after me. Catch, trace, stretch, crow, weigh, brain. All right, so let's code these. First one, catch, goes with our lesson today. I am going to underline the trigraph. We're going to give it a K back for that C, and we have a short A sound, and we do not hear that T. So there's catch. Next word, trace, trace. Here a long A, and that C sounds like an S, doesn't it? So we're going to do that Sevilla and cross out the E because we don't hear it. Next word, stretch, stretch. Let's underline the digraph CH. We do not hear the T. Actually, we need to underline the trigraph. I'm sorry, not digraph, trigraph there. Excuse me. Short E sound. Okay. Next word, crow, crow. We're going to underline digraph OW. We need a K back and a long O sound. Next, underline AY. We do not hear that Y, and we have a macron for the A. Last one, brain. Underline digraph. Do not hear the I, macron for the A. Okay, let's match up the pictures. I see a picture of a crow and a picture of a brain. All right, let's do our story together. My mom and dad got the flu last year. They were quite sick. I was lucky I did not catch it. I would not want to miss class that many days. Mom thinks we should get shots this year so we don't catch the flu. Question number 7. What should we get this year? All right, it says get shots this year right down here. So we're getting a shot. That'll be fun. Number 8, why do we need a shot? Well, according to the story, Mom thinks that we should get a shot so we don't catch the flu. Okay. All right. And the last one, Mom wants us to stay well. She doesn't want them to catch the flu, so it sounds like, yes, Mom does want them to stay well. Didn't color in so great there. All right. If you will flip your paper over and do the homework 72 side by yourself and get your work to your teacher. Thank you. Bye.